So that, the other main task of our movement right now is expanding our presence outside of the 2020 elections, is expanding our presence in the labor movement. The American Socialist movement has a very serious limitation, which is that despite our very rapid growth and high visibility right now, we are pretty isolated from core sections of the American working class. All DSA, the vast majority of DSA members are working class in a kind of Marxist sense, but they come from university backgrounds. They're downwardly mobile, mostly white college students, and so they're isolated geographically, sociologically, racially from the broader working class in the United States. And this is in part because of the McCarthyism and Red Scare of the 1950s, which expelled leftists from labor unions across the country systematically. And so there's this huge gap, which ensured, on the one hand, a very conservative labor movement that doesn't have the ideas of the left, doesn't have the militancy of the left, doesn't have the analysis of the left, and that keeps it from that keeps them from having the tools that they need to fight the all-out warfare of the employer class in the United States. And on the other hand, without more implantation in the broader working class, and especially labor unions, the left doesn't have the leverage that we need or the mass character that we need to force our politics in the institutions. So the Bernie campaign is actually helping us close that gap in a few ways. In the past, being an open socialist in your union meant being very isolated in your union. Now, it's different. Average union members don't have the same old prejudices against socialists, and it's harder for conservative union leaders to isolate socialists in their ranks. Two, the sort of generally more political or radical environment that Bernie has helped foster is inspiring more strikes and more militant action by workers, which is important because when the labor movement is dormant and it's not doing anything, then there are fewer opportunities for people who are not part of it to offer solidarity, to go to picket lines, to make food for striking workers, to do these things that build relationships between the movements. And finally, the proposed reforms by Bernie to labor law in the United States would radically change the possibilities for workers to organize in the United States and to take militant action in the United States, which would generally transform the possibilities for radical change in the country. I need some water. Sorry, too much coffee today. So, related to both the Sanders campaign and the labor movement, socialists in the U.S. have a few tasks in front of us for the next few years. One really important one is to push the demand for Medicare for all, for universal health care, as far as it can possibly go. Universal health care has become a litmus test, or really a national referendum on whether the state should have any role at all in ensuring the basic necessities of life for people in the United States, right? It's very important that we win that referendum. Number two, we need to elevate the Green New Deal as really the only solution to the climate emergency that we have right now, and also because tons of young people are really activated by the issue of climate change and can really be organized around the Green New Deal and around this issue. Finally, also we need to develop homegrown socialist candidates who can do what Bernie is doing at every level of elected office in the country, and who have more organic ties to the socialist movement itself, so they can use elected office to help grow the movement, right? One thing that I'm learning a lot while being here in Buenos Aires is that we need to construct a fight for abortion rights. It's very important. There's a huge audience for feminist politics in the US, but the feminist movement, the women's movement, is profoundly weak and divided. And there's not a real strategy around the threat to abortion rights that is coming at us right now. And so we really need to learn everything that we can from the struggle that happens here in Argentina, from Poland, from Ireland, and learn how to construct a genuine feminist movement for abortion rights in the country, both